Please, bitch, you went to space.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi. Oh, my goodness.
I'm so excited to be back because, honestly, we worked really, really hard, of course, all the time on this channel, but I actually went away for a week to see our brother, my twin brother, Tom, in Florida. He recently moved down there a few months back. So, yeah, it was kind of weird because I work all the time, and that was a great breather to actually, like, hang out with him and catch up.
I'm so glad you did that.
Thank you.
I am too.
And I missed you guys so much, and so we haven't reacted in a week, so we're like, oh my god, this is so weird. We had a lot of stuff up on the channel because we crammed in so much time just to sit on our couch and watch TV days before I left. And then we just, like, I had help editing and all that just to make sure I had everything out in time. And yeah, so it was fun, and that's why Spider-Man didn't come out sooner. On our channel, but I'm very excited. We're going to be watching it now. This one's called Far From Home. Spider-Man Far From Home. All three of us are blind to it.
Oh, you are too?
I am too, actually. I'm actually blind to this one too.
Wow.
Again, like half the time, maybe less than half the time, I'm blind as well to whatever we watch on the channel. But you guys are always blind to everything that we watch, which is so great. That's why we have fun and everything. And on the plane home, they actually had Far From Home free to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
How
like,
ironic
no.
is that?
Like, I was
No
so
way.
tempted, but I'm like, no, because the flight, I didn't even start looking through the options until it was like a half hour into the flight. And I'm like, no, because I really want to do a blind reaction with you guys because we always have fun when that happens, We have fun either way, but then we're all energetic and like, oh my God. So it was hard, but then I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, so we did see a trailer to this movie a while ago. And I also want to start doing that more too. I want to start doing more trailers on our channel because they're fun, they're easy, they're short, and we can squeeze in time for that. But I do love watching trailers, and I just don't ever do that anymore with you guys.
And it's good to brush us up on what's coming up.
Exactly, because the first trailer we saw of this movie was way back when the first one came out, and now I'm like, oh yeah. So trying to think back, we saw this new villain, of course, and he can control wind or something. Of course, like I don't really know what he can do, but I think his name is Mysterio. I think that's what people were saying in the comments. And I said he looked familiar, like was from one of the cartoon series I used to watch as a kid. Mysterio, I believe. Yeah. So Far From Home. What does that mean? Probably not taking place.
Probably not Homecoming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Probably
not
far
area.
away.
Then, I don't know the neighborhood next door.
I think we did see in the trailer, if I can
Far
recall.
From Home, so he's...
Yeah, that it was in London. I think
okay, so
there was Big Ben. I
It is
think we
right,
saw
okay.
that, but I did see a couple other trailers here and there in between, before this movie. So I think it's in London, and this takes place after Endgame.
Oh.
Remember Endgame?
He was really good in
Of course he
Endgame.
That's right.
That last...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Big
that
battle.
was so emotional. That was
his
such a
legs.
great movie.
Real.
That was a 3-hour long movie too, but so good
It was
all the way
so-
through.
And I was so sad with him talking to Iron Man at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, that was very, very sad, and so this takes place after that. So I'm curious how they're going to go from there, because that was just
And
horrible.
how Nick Fury's gonna be in this, right?
I think so. I think he might be, but from the trailer we probably
so.
saw him. But yeah, like it was just so sad. And you guys really, I saw Endgame in theaters. I couldn't help it, and I ended up going with a bunch of friends. Because I knew I was going to get spoiled. I knew in the comments or something I was going to get spoiled by Endgame. And with you guys were blind on the channel to actually watching it, and they had no clue who was going to die. And just watching your reactions at the end, I could tell, especially with you, Kim, like you were happy about Thanos, like they defeated Thanos, and then Iron Man, like he's exhausted, but you had no idea. Both of you had no idea that he was going to die, and then I could just see it slowly registered, on your face, and you just got so sad. That was great reacting, guys, but it was really sad. And Iron Man's Kim's favorite.
He is my favorite.
Thor's my favorite. I love Spider-Man too, though.
I
He's
still
right
have
up
him.
there.
I won't let anyone use him.
Yeah. Oh, and good
Captain
news
America.
in Captain America. We love all the Avengers. There's so many great ones, and Black Widow, but I just have a feeling she's going to come back because I was hearing rumors about a movie or something, but it could be.
I felt sad about her dying.
I know.
So
Yeah, well, yes, as far as we know, she died, and that was sad. But yeah, like I heard good news that rumor has it. I didn't do my own research yet, but I'm sure you guys are going to talk about it in the comments, which I always love reading. But I heard that Sony and Disney worked it out, and now Tom Holland, that Spider-Man,
You
is
know what?
now...
I did see that in the news. I do have
You
to
did?
say.
Okay.
It was
Because
on my
again, I was
news.
away, and then I heard rumors, and I heard people talking around us because we went to Disney, because my brother lives right there now. So I was like, sweet, and a lot of people were talking about it. I'm like, holy crap, that's cool that he's back with
That
MCU.
is fantastic.
Wow.
I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, especially with what happened with Iron Man. Like, don't take that away from us, you know, amongst other things. But yeah, so I'm happy about that. So, and rant, and I can't wait to get into this.
Yes.
Shall we watch?
Yeah, let's watch it.
Far From Home.
Far From Home. I love Spider-Man. He is my favorite. Like I love Thor. He is my favorite in the MCU. But when I was a kid, I grew up watching Spider-Man and Superman. Like those were my favorite superheroes growing up. And I love Batman too. But those two, Spider-Man and Superman, the S's, were my favorites. The S's.
We'll always love you.
Show Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Aww.
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 Oh, wow. Yeah.
Hungry?
Oh, no, my gosh. Oh.
Peter Tingle.
Do not
Peter
start
Tingle?
calling it my Peter Tingle.
So what's up?
God.
Hey, babe.
Babe, oh my gosh. Babe.
Oh my God.
Just like that.
8
Wow.
hours of
Fast
Oh
forward.
my goodness.
The boy's a man. Coming, babe.
Come on, babe.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that was really quick.
That was fast.
Oh, yeah.
something big.
Oh, God. Ooh, whoa. Oh,
Is he going to be normal Peter doing that?
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh my
yeah,
God! Look at how balanced
Wow. Whoa.
I can help. Let me help. I'm really strong.
and sticky. Watch out!
I mean, I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, sir.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
Great line.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked our summer vacation.
Quick, his pants are down.
Oh, my
That's the
God.
boy.
Oh no, he's taking a picture of it!
That is so wrong. Oh,
Brad, it's not what it looks like, buddy.
Intercept point determined. Releasing kill vehicle.
no! Kill me!
No!
No!
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
He's gonna grab it.
Whoa. Wow, that was close.
That was expensive.
Whoa.
I missed him. Monkey.
Night monkey?
Yeah.
Night monkey! Night monkey, help!
Night monkey.
Save us! Night monkey, we're stuck!
What are you
No!
Oh, jeez.
No!
What I should have done last time.
Oh, no. What's he gonna do? Oh, jeez. Oh,
He did it.
He did it.
Aw.
he is.
Mr. Beck?
Oh, he's alive.
Oh, thank God.
What do you think, kid?
Oh, it kind of looks like Tony Stark a little.
Yeah.
Edith?
Hello, Peter.
Hi. Yeah,
Don't do anything rash.
I'd like to transfer your control over to Quentin Beck.
Peter, what are you doing?
Doing the right thing.
I think that's too much. Like,
That's too
I
quick.
meant for
Yeah.
you.
You should
Welcome to
talk
the
to Nick.
Avengers.
That wasn't a good
I don't
decision.
know. I'm gonna say, I don't
Feel
think
good about
I
it.
know, I think it's a little too premature.
No.
He's like, haha, that's what I wanted.
He's getting rid of people.
Oh.
Oh, he's smiling.
Oh.
See, that wasn't so hard.
No way! What the hell?
What the heck?
It's Tony Stark.
Aww.
With our technology,
What a twist, huh?
Mysterio
Yeah.
will be the
I feel it's a big
greatest hero
mistake.
on Earth.
MJ,
I'm Spider-Man.
What?
That's what you were gonna say, that you're Spider-Man.
No.
You know Susan Yang
tell
thinks
me.
you're a male escort?
What? No, of course I'm not a male escort.
Well, then you're Spider-Man.
No, I'm not Spider-Man at all. Were you only watching me because you thought I was Spider-Man?
Yeah. Why else would I be watching you?
Aw.
She's just saying that.
Doesn't matter.
Ah, he would.
Wow, yeah.
Can't believe I figured it out!
Just please don't tell anybody. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. So
William,
much.
can you look at me?
Whoa.
Oops. Hey.
Kind of want to turn around.
Behind there. What
Oh,
now?
Ned, perfect.
costume looks great.
You knew?
Costume party at the
Oh, he's still trying to
Princess
cover.
Castle.
She knows. I told her.
I mean, I've known first and I've known longer, but
Oh my
it's not a
gosh.
competition.
Of course it's not a competition.
But she's cooler about it. That's terrible.
Oh no! Don't show that.
Oh, come on.
That's really bad.
Oh, good. How do you
Thank
get
God,
him?
he shut him up.
Sucker.
That's him?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
son of a
God.
bitch. Oh, yeah. Come on, leave him alone.
Oh, that sucks.
Hi.
Oh, what the heck?
Municipal holding facility.
Oh my God. He's got his Spider-Man stuff on.
Monkey. Yeah.
Spider Monkey.
You get the night monkey.
Where am I? Where am I, sir?
Is Broek op Langendijk.
Oh, right in there.
Right
Oh
there.
my God, right in their flower.
Oh my,
my
gosh.
It's like Tony used to do.
Oh, I love Led Zeppelin.
I was trying to take. Let's just put all this craziness behind us and have a nice, peaceful afternoon. Sounds good, Mr. Harry.
Oh,
Flipped it around.
I feel betrayed.
Okay.
Guys think appearances can be deceiving.
Not mine. Don't
Listen.
ever call this number again.
Listen.
Okay, so you got Peter Tingle. That's the plan. I'm gonna go get your friend.
I
You
get
get
to
that Peter
change
Tingle
that.
back online.
Spidey sense.
Mr. Dean, I have it under
This
control.
guy's never gonna chaperone again.
Doing my best, Julius.
Oh boy.
They join forces like the Power Rangers.
All right.
What is it?
We need to have a serious conversation about you and my.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, I want to see what's happening there. I'm taking me.
Oh, don't, no, don't.
no,
Don't.
Darn it.
Crap. No.
Oh, good. He was ready for it.
Yes.
Boss, the
Nice.
illusion's coming apart.
Ooh.
Ooh, right to the
Ooh,
railing.
right in his ribs.
Oh.
I work
Yes.
for Spider-Man.
Go,
Hurry up!
go,
Hurry up!
go.
Oh no, the jet's gone!
Oh,
The jet is gone!
now,
It might be an
wow.
illusion. No.
Never see them in action. Oh, that's cool. Super sticky.
Oh, he's on fire.
Wow.
He's on fire.
Oh,
Oh,
There you go.
good. That was perfect. Going up.
Holy crap!
This is crazy.
yes. Right.
I'm in love with Spider-Man's aunt.
Oh.
Oh.
Awkward.
Yeah,
Nice shield.
Wow.
Strike.
Come on, Peter Tingle.
Yeah, Peter Tingle.
oh
What?
my god.
Well, it's working now.
Right, I guess.
It's Spidey sense.
Yep.
So cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Oh,
You got
good.
hit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Stark was right.
Don't trust him.
You do deserve that.
No!
Uh oh. Oh wow.
kidding me?
Oh,
You can't trick me anymore.
oh, wow.
No way.
Gonna die.
Believe anybody.
Really?
Oh,
He gave me this.
Oh.
No. And I wrote it all down, and I was gonna buy you this. I gave it to a Paris.
Oh
oh
hey.
my goodness. Kiss.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Case.
That's so great. I got your back. Aw.
That's cute. Oh.
Aw.
He'll call you.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay. Great.
Ah.
Don't text and
Whoops.
swing.
Exactly.
Oh.
Cool.
Wow.
Oh my God. Woo.
There you have it, folks. Conclusive
Oh
proof.
God.
The Tobey Maguire one.
Jameson. Mysterio of all time.
That's amazing.
But that's not all, folks.
Spider-Man's name is Peter Parker.
Oh no!
No way.
God. Oh.
That's how they ended?
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
What the heck?
I thought Aunt May was shocking last time.
Oh,
Holy
my
crap.
God.
Oh, wow.
How are they going to even... He's known now. There's no way you could take that back.
Oh,
Exactly.
jeez.
There's
Oh,
got to be
come
something
on.
that can reverse this.
Wow.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
got to be something.
All right. That was
Like
pretty
maybe
shocking.
prove that he
Yeah, that
was.
was.
I love the
the
music.
villain.
I'm taking these off though because there could be another cut scene, but that was so shocking that I don't think they need to do anymore.
Jeez. Wow.
So we'll just let it roll. But holy crap! So he's screwed. His identity's out
That's
there.
right.
Oh my
That's
God! And there he is in the middle of
Wow.
Wow.
the street. Just. Oh my God! Everyone sees him on top of
That's
it.
right.
Yeah, and even at the end, Mysterio still knew how to screw over
that's
Spider-Man
right.
if he failed.
Yep.
Wow, I
That's
really
right.
like this movie. This was really
It
good.
was,
Very,
it was a
very good.
very
Yeah.
good movie. It was
Oh my
action packed.
God.
It was funny.
Yeah,
It
the
was
humor in
scary.
this, I felt
That's
myself
fine.
falling back with my hands up, and I'm laughing hard at
Yeah.
that. Like, that was good. The humor in this was
It was really
spectacular.
great.
Just
Oh
like
my
light
God.
humor, some
Yeah.
witty humor, and then, you'd have something like bad or scary happen, then it would just go right back to
Oh
the
yeah, like them on the bridge. On the
Yeah.
tower bridge, and
Oh my
then that really nervous chaperone teacher.
Oh.
Okay, well, let's go.
I love the chaperone teachers. I know, because they were so different. They were
That's
like
like
different
that,
types
yeah.
of
He's
nerds.
snapping
and
at the
stuff.
other teacher.
Yeah. And Peter Parker, a lot has happened, yes. And I really enjoyed the first movie with Tom Holland. I
Yeah.
really did. I want to say I like this one more, and he has developed a lot as a
he
character.
definitely has.
And he's
Oh my
more
gosh.
mature in this and still very innocent, too. Like, even though with Endgame and in the first movie with Homecoming, he's been through so much. And I really felt like they're mixing the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with Tom Holland Spider-Man now. More so than they ever did. And I love how they incorporated MJ. She was in the first movie,
Yes.
but she had a really big role in this and was his main love interest, or only love interest.
Yeah, and I think
I love that story.
I
Yeah.
loved it
That's very
too.
good, yeah.
Well, he wanted to be home more. He wanted to do something normal for a normal teen. He was going to Europe. He had this whole big plan.
Yeah.
He wanted to have this, this great plan to be with MJ, and it totally backfired right from the
Yeah.
start. I mean, even
Yeah.
Ned had a love interest
That's
before
right.
he did.
Oh my gosh.
By the time they got off the plane.
Yeah,
And that
that's for
also
sure.
made me think of the older Spider-Man too with Tobey Maguire, because
Right.
everything he tried to do, he struggled and everything blew up in his face, literally for the most part. And every time he tried to have a plan with MJ, it would just screw up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it wouldn't work out. Villains would get in the way, and with his job too and struggling financially, which wasn't the case in this movie, but he could never do what he wanted to do. And I like how they had that in this too, but it wasn't dwelling on that, but he did still have a lot of issues, and he couldn't really follow through with his whole dream, which was so romantic and so sweet. He's a good guy.
And even when he wasn't even really with her in the beginning of the trip, Brad was with her, he still went and bought that Dahlia. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
still
did,
went and
yeah.
got it.
Yeah. He's a true romantic, and I really just always saw Peter Parker like that. He's just so helplessly in love with MJ, and I love how they had that in this, she kind of had a crush on him last movie towards the end. And
She's so rough, isn't she? She's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
stone,
yeah, with his, I know, I love her. She's so witty and so dry, and we really saw a lot more with her character, and I really enjoyed that. And seeing how, dry and sarcastic she is really vulnerable, and you can tell, of course, that she really does like Peter Parker, and I just love how sweet she really is in the inside.
especially in the opera when they were in the theater.
Yeah.
She really let her guard. When he complimented her, and then she came back to him, and
One share.
yeah,
That's right, yeah.
and then but she really did like that compliment.
And then she goes, "Well, you're pretty. I'm just giving you a hard time."
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. I liked their banter and everything, and even though they weren't together a lot in this movie, the chemistry was good. Like, I really believed it, and not that it matters, but I noticed she's a little taller than him, and I'm like, I don't know why I thought that was adorable too. I was like, but yeah, like her and Spider-Man are definitely my favorite in this, and I love Ned, him and his girlfriend, like how quick that was.
That was hilarious.
Like how it happened, and then how quick it was over at the end. I'm like, what the heck? But it was fun how, like, you know, they were like, okay, we're cool, nice little mutual, you know, mutual decision at the end. It was fine.
Yeah.
And I liked Happy with Aunt May.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was adorable.
I love how in older films that we've seen, again, I'm just going to compare it to Spider-Man, but you'll have like this one focus and it's like a build up. Like he wanted to be with Mary Jane for so long, and yes, they still had that in here too, but a lot of things were just like thrown in your face. Like the whole thing with MJ, like knowing, oh yeah, I know you're Spider-Man. Or like, oh, how do you know that? Like just thrown at us, like, holy crap, like what the heck, where'd that come from? And the whole thing going back with Aunt May and Happy, how at the end they finally confess when you kind of had an idea, of course, that something was going on with them. And then she goes, oh, we had a summer fling. And he goes, well, yes, we're together. Oh, and then they totally had different ideas. So it already happened. Like, they were together at one point, and they have different views on what's going on in the present, but
I think he would love to put a ring on her finger.
Yeah, well, they are adorable. I would like to see them together more. I love Aunt May in this as well. Like, I love the older Aunt May that we know, but I really enjoyed seeing the young Aunt May, and she's hilarious and witty, and just
I'm so glad she packed that suit and his banana.
Yeah, and she's not nearly as dramatic as the older Aunt May, which again I love both so much, but she's more like just going with the flow and like, okay, well, pack your suit because you're going to need to save people. Peter Parker already did all this stuff anyways, you know, with Endgame, with the Avengers in general, but so she's more accepting of it and like, yeah, you have to go out there and do what you're made to do and do what you need to do.
Right, she's so proud
very
of him.
Very supportive. Yeah, so proud of him. And just, I know the banana scene killed me.
That was great.
Laugh so hard. It's like, what about your Peter Tingle? It sounds so naughty. The Peter Tingle, my spider senses are tingling. It's like, my Peter Tingle is tingling. That was great. The humor was perfect. I loved it. So did you guys have a favorite character in this? I always have to say that.
Well, of course, Peter Parker. Ned, he was really good.
I like Ned too. Ooh, let's look at something else. Oh, I guess we do have something else.
Oh, hold it.
What the heck?
Ooh.
Performances, the illusion, that costume, the craftsmanship in that. I mean, this is just embarrassing for a shapeshifter. Fine. You're lucky that's why I
Hey, he's on vacation?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's take a backdrop. I knew, yeah, that's like the can't be real.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Where
got my shoes?
What? Where is he?
It's an illusion or something?
Dedicated with love and thanks.
Oh. Stanley.
Wow, so where is he then? He's in space and where they call the Skrills are helping him or whatever? Like,
what the heck?
oh, that's so cool.
Like an illusion. I didn't know what it was.
Many twists in this. I wasn't even expecting an extra cutscene.
Oh my god.
So Beck would never have killed Fury anyway, even if he didn't catch on.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't.
Okay, so I think I said the name wrong, but not Skrull. But here Nick Fury now is with the Skrulls. Like, he is actually in space, and he has these huge headquarters of some kind.
A leader of them. Well,
it's a huge place, spaceship, wherever they are. Like, that's crazy.
That's just so mind-boggling.
I know, all these illusions. I mean, they're not illusions, but they can change.
That's what I said. I thought I was an illusion. So.
Yeah. That was another twist. Okay.
Wow. Hey.
So I really did enjoy this movie a lot, and I was really hoping that Mysterio was going to be a good character. I know from the trailer, we only saw one. I saw bits and pieces of other trailers now and again on TV in between us seeing this and that first trailer, but I really just thought he was going to be a good guy, and I don't remember them fighting in the trailer, but if they did, I probably just assumed that there was some kind of other conflict, but I didn't think he was going to be like a villain. I was really hoping he would actually be a good guy, but that was too good to be true. And I like Jake Gyllenhaal a lot. I'm probably saying his name wrong. He's a really good actor, and he's been in a lot of stuff. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I don't think we saw him in anything. And I love how all of you were so nice and you'd let me know if we did, because sometimes we've seen so many things now that sometimes I can't remember if we saw it on the channel or if I saw him somewhere else. But he's a really good actor, and I really liked him as that character. That was a shock.
But you know, I think at the end when he really got it back to Spider-Man and said his name and all that, Edith's got to have that entire conversation in those guys. I'm sure he can clear his name.
I'm hoping
with Edith's help.
I'm sure. She's like a multi-billion dollar, $1 million.
I'm hoping that
super expensive weapon and many different things. Like she has access to pretty much everything. If she can even, well, this is more like simple, but if she can delete a picture off a person's phone, just have access like that. That's pretty powerful too, especially if it's on like their hardware on their phone and not like on the cloud or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, because that really sucks. Now I'm just so surprised now that everyone knows his identity.
Exactly,
Peter Parker.
they're still going to know who he is,
Right.
but to at least clear his name would mean a whole lot.
I'm really hoping now that Sony and Disney are staying together. Hopefully, they stay like that for sure and continue on this path, because now I want to know what. Of course, I want to know what happens.
Exactly.
But if they split up, it would have been very different. Like, they can't include any of this, like, Avengers stuff, because Disney, I believe, owns that. There's so many questions, But I really love how Peter and MJ got together at the end. I thought that was so freaking adorable, because kind of cliche in a way, but very different at the same time, where it was so cute. Like little pecks.
And right from the beginning it was different. Like right when they got off the plane, things changed. Right when they got on the plane, actually, the other boy sat with her. It was like the perfect storm.
I really felt bad for Brad, because even though it was weird that he took that picture, I know he was doing it for the right reasons in his eyes. I'm sure people will debate that, but he likes MJ, and I thought that was wrong that he took a picture, because I thought it was just a way to be like, haha, like, look, he's a weird pervert, and he's jealous, and he's trying to one-up Peter and or many one-ups, because that was actually a really bad situation, which it looked like, I thought that was like a bad way to go about it, but at the same time, Peter Parker and that mysterious woman, it looked very bad. So in another way, it was good that he did take the picture to be like, don't go out with this guy, he's a scumbag. He goes out and just meets up with weird women in dark rooms, and
Right.
So in that case, I was like, oh crap, well, he is kind of in the right to do it, but like have that evidence.
Right, because he wasn't trying to look for anything bad. He just happened to think that was the bathroom, and he just went in there and saw him in there with her. So, but on the other hand, it was funny when MJ said, well, what were you doing over there? What were you doing taking a picture of that?
Right.
She turned it around.
Yeah, she did. So I like how she backed up Peter Parker. And at the same time, Brad wasn't a bad guy, though. Like, yes, he wanted to have a relationship with MJ. He liked her, but he was being protective in his own way, because he thought Peter was a scumbag.
Yes.
And so when he gave him the finger in the theater, I'm like, well, he kind of deserved it. Like, Peter didn't, but
no, in his eyes.
In his understanding, like, he deserved it because he was a sleazeball, Right. So I did feel bad for him at the end, but I'm happy that MJ, of course, saw past that, and she didn't see the picture, but she didn't believe that.
Once she knew Spider-Man was, was him, she knew there was, a deeper connection.
Going to the creatures, the elementals or whatever, like, first of all, we're watching Avatar, as most of you know, and we're loving the series, and I was just cracking up because they have air, water, or fire, and fire again is the most destructive, which fire is, I guess, it is very destructive, but I'm like, well, Earth could be pretty powerful too, but I thought it was kind of funny because it resembles Avatar.
Definitely.
So I gotta say, like, I really like the idea of these creatures, because the water monster was actually pretty believable. So was we saw a little bit of Earth in the beginning, and the fire one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're very detailed. The animation was incredible. I thought it was very realistic, because when you have these like full blown creatures that we can't relate to, like they look kind of humanoid and stuff, but they're humongous, and they
get larger when they absorb certain objects.
Yeah, that sometimes it can kind of be too much where it's funny, but they handled this so well where you believed it and it kind of freaked you out and you're worried for the characters and stuff. And I'm kind of comparing this to Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire, even though we liked that movie a lot with the Sandman.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the Sandman, but at the same time we kept giggling sometimes because he was a little bit too exaggerated in the animation. Again, it's dated now, but it wasn't as great, and so it wasn't as scary.
Yes,
and
I
there were a few plot
agree.
holes.
It wasn't like this was more believable. If you were gonna
And they
believe about
have
it.
so much more going on in this too, like a lot more special effects. Holy crap! But it's a very different year now, many years later. Yeah. But the whole sequence, I liked a lot of the fighting sequences, but at the end when Spider-Man was taking out all those drones, like that was insane. And the cool thing about it was that even though there was so much, you can still understand what was going on because the way they did the shots.
And he was so
farther
stealthy,
back.
yeah,
and you would have a lot of cuts, but they would kind of like stay on one a while where you could take in the scene. You guys haven't seen Transformers. I have seen the first one and maybe bits and pieces. I don't even know. I think I'm meshing like two movies together. I've seen pieces of the second and third one. I think there's the third one. Anyways, like they're good, but there's a lot of action where sometimes it's hard to really keep up with it. And this one had a lot of action too, but I thought it was in a way better done because you can really
It was good. I liked when they were at the carnival. It was kind of funny though when Ned and his girlfriend were in the Ferris wheel.
I know, it's like, we're the worst spot ever. I was trying to avoid this,
I was like, he didn't even go near them. I was like, I thought he was going to, try to absorb that fire, that Ferris wheel.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know. You mean the monster?
The monster, yeah.
Yeah, it was trying to get there.
Trying to.
Yeah, and then Spider-Man pulled him back and stuff. And I was kind of wondering how Spider-Man was going to even be able to take out like a fire lava monster because I'm like, oh my god, it melts everything. It goes in the ground, comes from the ground, and just melts metal and stuff. Like, how the heck are you going to use your web slinger? But apparently the webbing is like we know it's very strong already, but it has all these components where it doesn't really melt that much or anything. I don't know. But again, it was an illusion. And holy crap, that technology was insane.
There was. Wow.
He was pretty obsessed, wasn't he? Back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
pretty obsessive.
Peter Parker, he's very trusting in this,
He was. I mean, at the bar scene, it was way too quick to give him that.
I know, and even
I think it's a little premature.
Yeah, and even though we liked Mysterio, it's like we were all like, "Oh my god, why are you doing that? It's too strict. Like you can't trust him. Like this is a major weapon that you have access to, billions of dollars or however much it was, and it has these weapons on it, and like you have full control, you have full access to this like great weapon, and yet you're just gonna pass it off to this guy. Well, you saved the world. We only knew each other for a day or so, a couple days, and
but he helped too.
Yeah, it's like you saved the world. You're good. Like you've been through enough where you can't be that trusting. But
and that was so weird that everyone in the bar was his team.
That's right. You have my guy. Yeah.
And again, some were like he had a big team too. He did, but some in the bar were illusions too from his machines. But but that was crazy. And for a moment, I think I said during that bar scene, I'm like, oh, the glasses are going to trigger him or make him evil.
And then everything
I don't
turned
know.
blue.
I was trying to guess the scenario, because it was just too easy.
Yeah,
what's going to happen here?
It was.
Wow.
Peter Parker better, hold on to the glasses so he's going to...
Oh my god, he's one of those fasteners.
Whoa,
like a super chain or something, like nanotech, necklace. So,
that's right.
Or some kind of compartment to put him in.
Goggles.
I love his different suits. They were amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy they paid homage to the original, though. I love the original suit.
Yeah. I loved when he was in the jet making his own, and Happy's just staring at him like it was Stark doing.
I know. I'm glad you brought that up. That's true. Yeah, but totally felt like that. Mm-hmm. And we miss Tony Stark. I'm sure everyone does, and it was heartbreaking. And I'm really happy that they kept bringing him up in this.
Yeah.
It's still very fresh, of course, that he died and did a heroic thing at the end to save everybody. Peter Parker actually making his own Spider-Man suit because it reminded him a bit of Iron Man.
When he was doing his motions and getting, what the equipment he wanted on his suit. And Happy just looked at him and,
that was a nice scene.
He was thinking of Stark.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was a really, really good scene. And I know that Spider-Man, even Happy said, isn't Iron Man or won't be like Iron Man. And even Happy said Tony Stark could never be Tony Stark, because he always wanted the best of the best and nothing was good enough, and he made the right decision to choose Peter Parker, which says a whole lot. He's a completely different person, but he's an honorable person. So I think that was really great. Like, that was a really good scene with him and Happy.
That was fantastic. And saying, that meant a lot because that was Stark's best friend.
Yeah.
Happy's his best friend, so he knew Stark.
Yeah. I mean, of course, we're all sad to see Tony go, and I know that Robert Downey Jr., I think, wanted to move on from the series, but I think that's what happened. But yeah, like, it kind of stinks that he's gone, We all really... He was the first Avenger. He was the first one in the Marvel Universe that we started watching, and Kim's favorite,
That's right.
He was my favorite.
But yeah, so really good movie. I really enjoyed it. The story was great. Very different, being in a completely different location or locations, many different areas, and how the class kept getting swept up. Look, free passes again, free tickets. This is so weird. Why do we keep getting these? And
it's
always
going
to Prague.
Obvious. They didn't want to go to the opera neither. So
I know. It's like, where can we keep them enclosed?
Nice and safe, yeah.
It's like,
That backfired.
That did backfire, yeah. But yeah, very, very fun all the way through. Like, so action-packed, like you said. And it was crazy that Peter Parker got hit by that train.
I know.
Like, holy crap. It shows you how strong he is. And even though he's so innocent and he's young and still learning his ways of being a superhero, like even trying to pull the seatbelt over to buckle in, he broke it.
When he got out of jail at the Netherlands.
That was hilarious. Everyone's so nice here.
Where are we?
Yeah. And he got out, and the other guy went back in. He shut the door and went back in.
I know. He's like, yeah, I'm not leaving here. And the other guys were in his actual suit. I love the nanotech, where we were learning a lot from the other movies about Iron Man's technology with his suits, and then now with Spider-Man. And I thought it was cool how the first suit that he wore, how it kept digitizing the mask over him really fast.
That was really cool.
Yeah, so I don't know how that works. If you guys can explain that, if you guys know.
I wish they kept that one in throughout, because that was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So I guess maybe either Peter hit something to make it work, or it seems so quick that I think it just automatically does it when he thinks something or does some kind of action, or just when there's a lot of eyes on him, it'll immediately detect that and go cover his face again. But that was funny because he was so kind of all right, yeah, and he kept jumping back and then talking to Happy or his aunt. Then it would go down and then he would go quickly out, not even flinching, and then it would just go back over. So that was interesting. But I like how they did bring back kind of the old school suit, where when he was in London, he was able to take it off a normal, just pull it off. Yeah. So I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, he just didn't want to have the suit with him at all, because Aunt May put that other one in, I guess, because he just wanted to be a normal kid. He wanted to have fun and have this romantic adventure.
That's right.
And, so very fun movie. I enjoyed this.
I liked it a lot.
Really good.
I really did.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, guys. Woohoo! I'm very happy we all watched it blind. Again, I was tempted to watch it on the airplane home after seeing my brother in Florida, but I didn't.
Yeah, it's good for you. You didn't watch it.
Very fun. But I think we'll end it there. Very great movie. We love the Marvel Universe. We can't wait to watch more, as always, And I'm just happy Sony and Disney work things out. So hopefully it just stays true to that and they can continue on with this series.
We would love it.
Yes. We would love it, yeah. So favorite Avenger to this point?
Jeez.
Wow. Mine was Iron Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, Iron Man.
Spider-Man.
You like Spider-Man now?
Yeah.
That's your favorite?
Well, Captain America.
Yeah.
Was first.
And, Captain America, even though he isn't with us in this verse anymore, I feel bad. I am a little sad because I really did love him as a character, but I am happy for him too, because he really had a good life. He was able to go back and redo the things he regretted and be able to live and love and live a full life. So I am really happy for him. Tony Stark, I'm very sad about, because he did such a great thing for the universe, but it was an epic way to pass. It was very sad, but I still feel like he's young. He won't see his daughter grow up, and it's meh. And to also say really quick too is I love how they mentioned the multiverse. We saw the Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse.
That was great. I love that movie. And I wonder if his black suit in this kind of was referenced with the Black Noir Spider-Man. Remember that one with Nicolas Cage?
That's right.
Which in another movie that we recently saw, we had Nicolas Cage voice Grug.
That's
Remember?
right.
And I was like, I don't know if you guys really know him from anything we watched, but he voiced that character. And even though he was in that movie a bit, he wasn't like a main focus, so we didn't always hear him talk, you know. So, but I was like, thank you. I love how you guys just remind me when I forget.
Yeah.
But that was a really good movie, so I like how they paid reference to that too. But anyways, we're gonna end it there. Great movie. I'm so happy we watched it. I hope you enjoyed with us. If you would like to leave your comments on how you felt about this movie, I'd love to hear about it because we do love the MCU a lot. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys!